Hello, good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, whenever you find this. And happy birthday if it's your birthday, because it is today, January 6th. And man, the outside world seems to be excited about it too. I don't know if you can hear that, but like, there's like horns all the moment. And like, I don't know, trains. Okay, so happy January 6th. And we are here today to learn about the Personology Guide. And we're going to read from The Secret Languages of Birthdays, your complete personology guide for each day of the year by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers. So January 6th, the day of substantiation. Month January, day 6, the sign is Capricorn, and you're a Capricorn too. Your sign is 15 to 17 degrees Capricorn. You're a cardinal sign and you're an earth sign. Hey, that way. Welcome in, man. Happy January 6th. So the day of substantiation. Substantiation is a central theme in the lives of January 6 people, exploring or proving for themselves and others the truth of any given situation, be it metaphysical or pragmatic. Such an urge to make sense of life can manifest in many ways, from philosophical speculations to a basic search for the best way to live. Even the most materially oriented January 6 people usually believe in a divinity, nature, or universal spirit or soul. For them, their physical existence alone can be proof of the wonders of a universal force. The most spiritual of January 6 people seek to embody intangibles in their everyday existence through devotion, love, duty, and sacrifice. They display an interest in every physical manifestation of the spirit. Their interest in the world is not usually so technical as it is philosophical and poetic. But though they tend to be highly subjective individuals, they express far out thoughts with great clarity so that others may understand. Therefore, regardless of profession, they are often teachers in the true sense of the word. Highly courageous individuals, those born on this day, are not adverse to facing danger, or averse. They're not averse to facing danger. I don't know what that means, but I hope that it explains it soon. So let's see how I can hold this way, maybe. So highly courageous individuals, those born on this day, are not averse to facing danger. They recognize the power of dark forces, but at the same time can radiate an innocence and light which softens the hardest hearts and wins over the grossest skeptics. True believers, their inner vision remains unshaken through the hardest trials. This is not exactly a belief in themselves, but a belief in a power greater than themselves, which somehow moves through them. Boom, dude. I love this. Several difficulties may arise for January 6 people in the course of their explorations. Perhaps the most obvious of these is that they will see proof for their ideas everywhere, and come to believe that everything that happens has to have special significance for them. Another is that they may feel a great need to be followed, worshipped, even adored for bringing the light to others. Finally, they may prove too demanding for some who prefer to take life more casually and have little or any need to be taught or to subject their observations to the constant verification process demanded by January 6 people. Whatever can be said about those born on this day, their reactions are real and their opinions honest. They may be seen as unrealistic and needy by some, or simply dismissed by others as naive, but basically, they do not change, even with the onset of maturity. But by retaining a childlike attitude of wonder and awe, they are often many steps ahead of their negative critics. They will in their own time find, through experience or perhaps study, what is most suitable for them to devote themselves to do in life. Juicy. So juicy. Hey! You substantiate me. I love you. Oh my goodness. Hey, happy January 6th, Steve. So good to see you, man. So, numbers and planets for January 6th. It'd be really cool. I should get like a book prompt. This book is like, it's heavy. It's very heavy. I don't know if you can see. It's a thicken, right? Well, all the days of the year, and then some. So, numbers and planets. Those born on the 6th day of the month are ruled by the number 6 and by the planet Venus. Those ruled by the number 6 are magnetic in attracting, but also in expressing sympathy and admiration. For January 6 people, the added influence of Saturn, ruler of Capricorn, enhances loyalty, but also tendencies to hero worship. The Saturn-Venus connection can indicate a highly unusual, complex love life with painful dilemmas. Often love becomes the dominant theme in the lives of those ruled by the number 6, which, makes a lot of sense. It's like that heart space number. So tarot. Emphasizing this last point is the fact that the 6th card of the major arcana is the Lovers, symbolizing the love that unites all of humanity through integration of masculine and feminine polarities. On the good side, this card indicates affections and desires on a high moral, aesthetic, and physical plane. On the bad side, it suggests a propensity for unfulfilled desires, sentimentality, and indecisiveness. January 6 people must be careful of sacrificing themselves for love. So interesting the way they explained this tarot card. The Lover, 6, but also it resonates to the Devil, 15, for 6. There's like a link between those cards and a similar sort of balance. Anyhow, health. Those born on January 6 must be wary of their worshipful and self-sacrificing tendencies. They can wear themselves out tending to the needs of others and neglect their own health in the process. Furthermore, they may become devoted to a more powerful individual who demands a regimen which is harmful to them. January 6 people must maintain balance and moderation when it comes to their own health. Tried and true diets, established forms of exercise, and large doses of regular sleep are best for them. Advice. Remember that this is your life. Don't live it for the... don't live it for or through anyone else. Look after yourself, but remain open to sharing with others. Serve only that which merits your service. Your meditation is, each person can be a channel for greater powers. Boom, boom. Okay, so born on this day, we've got Johannes Kepler, German, 16th and 17th century astronomer, astrologer, assistant to Tycho Brahe, or Brahe, defined laws of planetary motion, substantiated Copernicus's theories. Heinrich Schliemann, a German archaeologist, a businessman, proved Troy existed, worked to find Agamemnon's tomb. Agamemnon's, right? Yeah, that is what Agamemnon's tomb. Lou Harris, a public opinion expert, a pollster, Harris poll. Hey. Khalil Gibran, a Lebanese mystic writer. A Lebanese mystical writer, poet, and he wrote The Prophet. John C. Lilly, mind and LSD researcher. He wrote Center of the Cyclone. He's a psychiatrist. Dolphin intelligence investigator. And wrote Day of the Dolphin. Juicy! Interesting. I once read that humans and dolphins are the only mammalian species that have sex because it feels good, not for procreation. I don't know if that's true or not, but I read it and I never forgot it. Okay, so, right? And then he researches the mind, and then he's researching dolphins. I wonder what he found. Okay, Alan Watts, boom, Zen writer and philosopher. Sun Mayung Moon, a Korean religious leader. Carl Sandburg, Pulitzer Prize winning poet. Nancy Lopez, golfer, 4 times LPGA Player of Year and 3-time LPGA champion. Alexander Scriabin, it's Scriabin, a Russian composer, a mystic, and he wrote The Poem of Ecstasy. Gustave Doré, a French painter, sculptor, illustrator. Tom Mix, a cowboy actor. Loretta Young, film, TV actress, 4 Hollywood films a year for 25 years, businesswoman, youth project head. E.L. Doctorow, a novelist of Welcome to Hard Times. Claude M. Steiner, a psychotherapist, writer, and they wrote Scripts People Live. Murray Ian Rose, an Australian swimmer, a triple gold medal Olympic champion. And then we've got Early Wynn, who was a baseball pitcher, 5 times 20-game winner. Cy Young Award, longevity record for pitcher and Hall of Famer. Danny Thomas, who is a TV comedian. John Z. de Lorraine, a corporation head of General Motors executive. And then Sam Rayburn, Texas congressman and House Speaker. So strengths of those born on this day: that you could be faithful, accepting, and searching. Weaknesses is that you could be naive, unrealistic, and self-sacrificing. Juicy. All right, so we're going to pick one oracle card for the day and get some energy for this day out. So I was feeling drawn to the Angels and Ancestors oracle cards, and this is by Kyle Gray, and the artwork is by Lily Moses. Beautiful deck. I don't know if I've ever met a deck I didn't like, though. Like, it's part of what drew me to the cards in the first place. Just the artwork and the symbolism alone, like for days, they're so beautiful. It's great and so stylized. So, a message for January 6th. For anyone and everyone who needs to hear this message, whoever comes across it, if you can gain some insight from it, take it with you. Maybe it'll enrich your life. So one card from Spirit. Let's get a Angels and Ancestors. One card out for the energy of the day. Boom. Where'd you go? Into the dark. Shapeshifter on the 6 heart day. Juicy. Okay, wolf energy, owl energy, snake energy. Whoa, this is like, yeah, shapeshifter, transformation, right? Substantiation. Interesting. Okay, so shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Man, okay, so we've got messengers, we've got wings. Is that an eagle? That's like a part of his, it's like he's part eagle and also part wolf. Shape-shifting. Okay, and we've got lots of these like sort of I'm getting like copper tones, and then we've got green tones going up into this darker, almost like those spots that you see in a picture or something like that. And then in the background, like I don't know, can you see all of these like snaking patterns like above his head? But they're just the outline. It starts like blue, and then it gets green, and then it comes down into the wolf's body, and it's kind of like it's like a off-white color. So snakes. When I was younger, I would lay in bed, and at night, if I rubbed my eyes and I like just kept rubbing them, I would see snakes, and I would see just like, I know that's so strange, but I feel compelled to talk about it. I would see snakes, and you just see them. It was like there was no specific like, it wasn't there. There was no background. All it was snakes, and they were just crawling all over each other. And I was never afraid of it. And the colors were always changing and comforting. And then later on in life, when I started to learn more about snake symbolism, and also people that have out of body experiences, and people that have psychedelic experiences, which are really interesting how they're so similarly linked, the experiences that these people have. Snakes is something that you see, this reptilian energy, right? So with this shape shifting here, I'm feeling this like beckoning call from something that has like been with you since you came into this body, this meat suit that you behold. And this shape shifting ability, it's like I'm feeling like we're being called to go to the depths of who we are, ask the questions that we need to ask, because we're capable of becoming whatever it is that we want to. It's already with us. I once, what did they say? They said it was something like, you're never really learning anything. You're just remembering how to do it. Sometimes I try to do that when I sit down on the piano, and it amazes me at how much better I could play when I'm coming from that point of view. So our perspective on everything is a big deal. So, okay, along with this ability for you to shapeshift, which has been real easy for me to say this whole time, that means that you're learning new skills. So if there's something new in your life that's piquing your interest, if something comes to you, especially if it's drawn to you because something caught your eye, like a bird, or because we've got messengers on here, an animal in your life, something happened that it doesn't even have to be. It could just be a thought that you had or a thought that keeps coming to you. I encourage you to put more thoughts into what that is, because that could be a part of this next creative thing that will add, more meaning and happiness to your life. And when we're happy and when we shine, others around us, they do too. It's like a snowball effect. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it grows and grows and grows. So maybe check into some serpent symbolism. Also, I'm feeling the the snake eating its tail. Ouroboros, is that what that's called? Check into that. And lastly, spirit guides and spirit animals. All right, real ancestral vibe from this card. I'll put it up again. I'm a proponent of that, of like speaking with my guides. I speak to my guides all the time, and I speak to spirit in the universe all the time, and I feel that the universe speaks back to me through song and through numerology and through symbolism. And I have yet to I don't know any of their names. I don't know what they look like. But before I go to bed at night, I pray about it. And I say, I want to meet you and I want to have a conversation. I believe that I do it, but I just, I haven't that solidly found it, but I still feel surrounded by support at all times, and it feels angelic, and I feel so blessed. And I think the more that we draw those kinds of sacred spaces into our daily waking lives, that you can feel it more and more. So, right. And also last thing, might do you some good to spend some time with your family. Maybe that's what this ancestral call is too. And okay, so I said lastly, I have one last thing to say. That Women Who Run with the Wolves book, life-changing, not just for me, but just like any human that ever read it, male, female, or whatever. And she has this list of things that she suggests, and one of them is that you should howl often at the moon. And I don't know if you've ever done it, but it feels good. And so I'll suggest that you howl at the moon. And if you laugh and giggle at yourself, do it again. It feels good to do that. I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to do a really bad howl right now. Okay, let's try. Ow! I lied. That was magnificent. All right, you guys. So, hey, happy January 6th. Take that heart energy with you. Take this card with you if it helps. I love you so much. I'll see you on the morrow. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.